is the creative industries, and those creative industries, what they are, they're creative industries in advertising, architecture, art, and marketing. Now, I'm a chief creative of one of the fastest, the only 100% black-owned advertising agency in this country. So we break into a sector and we're growing into a sector that, one, is untransformed, and two, is really growing and really yearning for this creative talent. So a definition, creative economy is where thinking is a proper job. So what you think, you can turn into money. As I said, as an advertising agency, we don't make anything. We sit in a boardroom, we come up with ideas, and we sell those ideas to clients. So that's what the creative economy. So it's about not waiting for tenders. The tender is already in your head. You know, it's about thinking that how can my idea generate income? The most valuable company in the world now, according to Forbes, is Google. Google doesn't make anything. You've never had a Google shoe or Google jacket. They don't make anything, yet they're worth 367 billion rand. Because, one, they sell ideas. The rise of the creative economy is something that we need to do, and it's one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Okay, I'm going to really rush through this. I'm going to try and upload my presentation somewhere. I don't know, stalk me on Twitter at Nduna. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but if you go to Africa, and this is a slide that I'm going to dwell on before I tell you a bit about my company. So how can Africa build this creative economy? Government needs to catalyze the provision of the internet to the masses. In creative economies, the internet is the base of it. If you go to any place where the creative economy is alive, it's because of that. Africa as a continent has got the youngest people. 40% of all Africans are under the age of 14. So sorry to the old people, but the young people are driving innovation internationally, and that's really what we can do. Another thing, and I would like a round of applause, because people don't really understand this 10% international music and what it actually means for the creative industry. It's the biggest thing that the SABC has done, because what it means is that 90% of the money will stay in the country. Now you Beyonce, no Jay-Z. That's a master move, not only for the artists, but for the producers, for the studios. It's a big thing, and you know, the media hasn't covered it enough, but it's a big thing because it creates employment. Okay. I'm just going to run through my company and what we've done and how we contribute to this creative economy. Similarly, we started with 2,000 Rand. And that's why the ideas economy, you know, you don't need drills, you don't need bulldozers, you just need an idea. So that's how we started. We didn't have any connections, we didn't have the founders in high places. We built our reputation from scratch. We're in an era where reputation is very big for an entrepreneur. We now have a team of over 50 people and an office in Joburg and Cape Town. So that's just the growth of the business. We invested heart and brain with some of our clients, National Geographic, and this is in South African Airways. We've got Limpopo Tourism, and you can see the government sector that has really supported us to win private sector business like Caltex, like SAP, KPMG, and so on. We've been growing over 100% over the last 3 financial years, and this is just off ideas. What I want to say is that these big companies are employing us just because of ideas. We don't make anything for SAA. We sell them ideas. The ads that you see, the radio ads that you hear, that's what we sell. So again, even in my panel discussion, I said the ideas are with you. You know, the ideas are not in a tender box. The ideas are with you. I had said that the please call me guy came up to an office and said, I've got an idea. The idea, a couple of years later, is worth over 6 billion rand. That's just an idea. These are the people that work for me. And just in conclusion, we sought to be challengers, the David swinging a stone towards Goliath, the mouse that kept the elephant on its toes, the Mark Zuckerberg in a small university dormitory, the guy they overlooked. And that's what the power of the idea is. We are Avatar. So I'm sorry I've had to rush it, but I think if you had to find the core essence of what I'm saying, is that everyone here has got 1 billion rand in his mind. You know? All you just need to do is unlock it and commercialize it. Here we are as an agency being appointed by these big brands, being running international campaigns, all because of the power of the idea. So I encourage you to go and unlock that 1 billion rand in your mind, because it's there. It was there for the guy that started Google. It was there for the guy that started Facebook. It was there for the guy that had the please call me idea. It's there in you. Thank you very much.